Hi everybody, it's Kate from KatyDid. Welcome back to episode 2 of Rock Around the World. We have some great insights for you today. I have 9 marvelous rock hounds from around the world plus me, and we are going to be telling you what keeps us doing this thing, and we are going to be giving you a little bit of advice as a beginner rock hound. So come along.
So I keep at it because it gets me out in beautiful places like this. I find some beautiful rocks, and even if I don't find great rocks, it's still a nice day out. A little chilly today.
What keeps me doing it is the rocks. Going out, and it's hard to explain. It's that feeling of when you go out and you've set aside a day. Like, we go out for a full day, so we've set aside a full day of just nothing but hanging out with your friends in a creek for free and just relaxing. And the thought of hopefully you can find something really pretty and cool to take home. Yeah, that's what keeps me doing it.
Why do I keep rock hounding? I keep rock hounding because I love being outside. I love seeing all the beautiful things that are out in nature, whether it's streams and creeks or just being by the lake, hearing that sound of the waves, or any wildlife that I come across. But I also love just being out exploring and finding new things, because in regards to like agates is what I primarily like to find. There isn't any of them that are the exact same. They're all individually unique, which makes it really fun because you're always finding something new. And there's so many different kinds of sub varieties of agates that it's always fun when you find one you haven't found in a while. And I just love being able to get out and find new stuff and going on these amazing adventures up here in the Northlands, in Minnesota, and occasionally Wisconsin.
What keeps me going is I started working for like an exploration consulting company. In addition to going out on the highways on the weekend, which is where we met Bobcat, which is very important because Bobcat is one of my go-to rock hounding partners in crime, as it were. So, but yeah, same thing while working at the exploration consulting company is I met a few new people that would show me specimens and say that they'd collected them themselves, and I was like, where? I need to go there. So what I do is volunteer. You just volunteer to go with them and help them. I mean, yeah, a rock hound can always use someone to carry tools or carry rocks or just keep an eye out on the stuff above their head while they've got their face buried in a hole.
What keeps me at it today is probably the community of people, being able to show interesting areas to people, show the cool rocks that you can find there, and the emails that I get, the messages that I get where somebody tells me that, they have essentially lived an entirely sedentary lifestyle, and they started watching some of the videos that we've put together, and they started going out, getting out of their house, going out and finding cool rocks and just exploring the areas around them. That makes it worth it. Like, at this point, I could never stop. Getting that type of response from people it's amazing. I love it. So
I keep doing it because this is good for me. It is good for me to be outside in the beautiful fresh air. It is good to be in this gorgeous, gorgeous place where I'm reminded every single time I come down here of what a beautiful world we have. It's good for me to get away from all of the negativity and scary stuff that's going on in the world today and just be. And that's what I think rock hunting can offer for pretty much anybody who wants to do it. So that's why I keep doing it, and I hope you will too.
Why I keep doing it is just the thrill of the hunt. I feel like a little kid again. I feel like I'm 10 years old in my backyard with all my green army men laid out, planning something. But now I'm out here and it's like I'm searching for gold. Except where I'm from, there ain't no gold. But they do have agates. And agates is a gemstone. So, for example, just looking down right here. Like that. Come on, you don't see that? That's pretty.
What keeps me in is the fact that I did start to find things. That I started to realise that, yes, an ordinary person can find amazing things, and once I started to believe that, it really took off. I really did start to find things as well. I just had to remove that mindset.
What really keeps me going is really just the love I have for it. You know, the pure joy you feel when you find a beautiful treasure, the thrill of the hunt, and it really, and my love to explore. It's what I call my happy place, and which really brings me joy. And I really love sharing all of what I find with all you guys too. So that's what kind of keeps me going.
If I had advice for anyone, it would be just, that's a hard one. Have fun. Don't stop having fun. Be safe. Probably that's a big one. Be safe. Know your laws, but mainly have fun, enjoy it. And don't let anyone say that the rock you're picking up isn't pretty, because it's your rock. You found it, you like it, you get to hold it and enjoy it.
So if I had a piece of advice for new rock hounds, probably my biggest advice is don't take every rock you find home. On my channel, people are always shocked that I'm going to throw some rocks back. If I took all those rocks home, well, as it is, my basement's full of rocks, so my house is never going to tip over. I don't need them all. I only bring home the rocks that I can do something with. So that's my story.
So advice that I would give to a new rock hound who's starting out is just try new things and don't be afraid to go to new places even if people are looking. It's kind of weird when you're out doing your thing, looking for rocks, looking at the ground. You know, you don't see that a lot, but you know, it's your hobby, and if you love it, just own it, because it's going to help your cup runneth over. It's going to help you feel really happy, and just you know, do what you love. And I like to try new things with the hobby, so I have a bunch of different methods and techniques that I do, like using a screen box, or just trying out different areas where you might not think a lot of people go to. A lot of people, like if they go to the beach, they go right along the water. Try going up where the bigger material is and you'll find bigger stuff, or dig a couple inches below the rocks. You know, just try different things, try different techniques. And you might not have a huge amount of success, but you might find one really big one, or a very beautiful one that nobody else is looking in that area. So I would just try new techniques and new methods if you're a new rock hound, because you might be doing something that nobody else has tried yet.
My advice for new rockhounds is to learn how to read satellite photos. And I'm going to give you an example of why this is useful. Most people don't want to share their exact location that they're rockhounding at. But if you see in a photo, video, features that you can identify on satellite photos, you can possibly find that location. So let me give you an example of that. If I told you that I'm on the Columbia River in Washington State, north of the Tri-Cities, agate hunting, and you see high voltage power lines in the background, you could then find that on the satellite photos and figure out where I'm at. There's a lot of useful things that you should be able to identify from satellite photos: quarries, mining sites, any type of land feature like that. Spend a good amount of time going to places like where I'm at right here, and then go home or on your phone, look it up on the satellite photos, and that'll give you a clue as to what things start to look like from space. And that you can use to find new rock hounding spots.
I've heard a lot of you have just started looking for rocks, and I think that's really exciting. So what I would suggest is look online, look in books, talk to people who are already hunting in that area and find out what is the best thing to hunt in your area. But if you find stuff that isn't that specific thing, if it's something that you think is pretty, pick it up and take it home. It's something that you can treasure and enjoy and it'll make you feel good. And whether it's a semi-precious gemstone or just a plain old piece of rock, it's yours and it's beautiful.
I'd say my main tips about going rock hunting is do your research. Find out what kind of stuff you have in your area. Find the coolest of it. Go look for that. Plus, this is one of the most important things. Find out your local laws. Find out if it's even legal to collect what you want to collect. Be safe. There ain't no rock getting killed over. My number one most important rule about rock hunting though, make sure wherever you go, you're not trespassing. Because you know you wouldn't be happy if all of a sudden you went outside, there was somebody taking rocks out of your driveway.
What would I tell people that are getting into it? Well, you know, go into, you know, rock clubs. You can learn from there. Mostly you can learn from books, YouTube, a lot of different things. But I go out, you know, I just find a stream or someplace and I just go out there and look and learn about what's in my area, because even almost every area has something. You know, it might not be in a book, or the rock club might not tell you about it, but there's stuff there. You know, just learn from talking from old people like I did.
Do your research, especially of the area you want to be in. You know, buy books of the rocks that can be found in your area. Watch different videos, talk to other hounds, join a forum or a rock club. Those are very, very valuable at learning. Search on maps for access points to rivers and beaches, and know the laws of collecting in those areas as well. The best way to learn is just to get out there and explore. It's the best advice I got, and don't be discouraged. Patience and dedication will pay off. But most of all, just have fun. You just got to go out there and explore.
One piece of advice I might have for starting out is to look for the right ingredients. Anywhere that there's quartz, especially anywhere that there's petrified wood, you will likely find something else, crystals, druzy quartz, because the right ingredients are there, they're indicators. But most of all, slow down. Slow down and give yourself time to look properly. And if you think it's interesting, it's worth it. So pick it up, take it home. You will find you'll take a lot of things home, you'll wonder why, but that doesn't matter, it's all learning. Oh, one more thing. My rock hunting hobby has brought me so much more joy since I've discovered the rock hounds on YouTube. The rock hounding community on YouTube are the friendliest, kindest bunch. So don't be afraid to put up a video of it you find. Ask questions, and there'll be plenty of people there who are willing to help you out.
As far as the advice goes, I would say, you know, as far as practical advice goes, collect egg cartons and flyers, newspapers, stuff like that, so that you can wrap and separate specimens, delicate specimens in the field, because that's how you'll get them home in one piece without chipping off those pristine points. But a more profound, I think, piece of advice is to learn the people, network in your area, and like I say, just volunteer. Ask the people who know the spots to show you, to teach you, and eventually you'll find your own spots, and it just grows from there. So, yeah, I hope this helps everybody, and to steal a line from a respected fellow YouTuber, keep on doing, folks.